It is Tuesday, 3rd day of June 2025. Welcome to the Lord Aboga TV newspaper review. Straight away we start by the Daily Nation, where the main headline reads, How Grade 9 Choices Will Shape Careers. The Daily Nation goes ahead and writes, The senior school your child attends has influence on their career in future. Details of the subject combinations learners will study to qualify for certain professions are contained on online platform the Education Ministry has opened to guide learners. Yes, that is in regards to the new curriculum, competence-based education. I'm told now it is CBE, competence-based education. Again, out to the Daily Nation, it highlights that tears as activists recount torture in Tanzania detention. Boniface Mwangi and Agatha Atuhaire revisit their horrifying ordeal in the hands of Tanzania security agents. The two said they were assaulted during hours of interrogation on their mission to the country. They had flown to Dar es Salaam to attend trial of opposition leader Tundu Lissu on May 19th, when they were abducted and detained for days. President Samia Suluhu has vowed to crack down on foreign activists she accuses of seeking to destabilize the country. It was an horrifying ordeal that Boniface Mwangi and Agatha Atuhaire went through.
They took me to a wall and then told me to face the wall and then squat. Then a man came and was putting his fingers in my anus and then saying that, say you're feeling nice, say you're feeling good, say Asante Samia. Then they would do that. And then they told me to turn around, I'm naked. So all this time they're telling me they're recording everything they're doing to us, or rather they're doing to me. So they're recording this, they're teaching me a lesson. So I'm stuck naked, they turn me around, say your name, your wife's name, your kid's name, where do you live, where do they go to school. I'm naked. And they removed the blindfold and said, now, so when I'm answering these questions, when I turn around, when I'm answering these questions, they are just threatening me. So like when they're abusing me, they're saying I should feel good and say thank their president for doing that to me, like Sema Sande Sana, Sande Sana. So they told me we have recorded these videos so that if you go back to your country and you say what we did to you, we shall put them online and shame you, and your kids will see this, your family will see this, everyone will see this. So while I was naked, they questioned me, asked me my email address, my passwords, everything. And because I was in so much pain and I was afraid they're going to hurt me some more, I gave them everything they wanted. Then they told me to dress up. And that's when they took over to go and torture Agatha. They put back the blindfold, told me to dress up. I dressed up, put back the blindfold, and then left me on the ground. So we spent the night on that floor. I could barely walk. I was bleeding. And then I could hear Agatha screaming. And one of the men was there saying, why don't you give me permission to rape her? Because this one is like bit good. She looks very nice. Let me just allow me to shisha muzigo, like let me rape her. So I don't know what happened to Agatha, but I could just hear her screaming. The following morning, on Tuesday morning, they came and they told us to remove our clothes and to go shower. So my feet were swollen. I could not walk. So I begged them to allow me to crawl like a dog so that I could go to the bathroom. I crawled like a dog to where the bathroom was. That's when they removed my handcuffs. So when I stripped naked, I still had the handcuffs. That's when they removed the handcuffs. and told me to take a shower. I was still bleeding, my stool had blood. And there's a man with an AK-47 standing there, like wearing civilian clothes. After that, they gave me fresh change of clothes. They were just insulting me, and took me to another another white Land Cruiser, still blindfolded, and they took me away. And that's the last time I saw Agatha until now when she came to Kenya. So that was on Tuesday morning. And then we drove and we drove and we drove and we drove for hours and hours until it got dark. I told them I wanted to use the bathroom. They said you can't leave the car. So they gave me a bottle to pee. I was still blindfolded and handcuffed. Then eventually at night, I don't know where we ended up to, they took me to a room where they left me there. They gave me like a soda and a loaf of bread. That was on Tuesday night. So I slept there. I could hear, it was like a coastal place because I could hear the call for prayers, and there was like a warmth and a lot of mosquitoes. Spend the night there. They just come, insult me or kick me and go. Come, insult me, kick me and go. And then on Wednesday morning, they gave me they gave me a cup of tea and an andazi. Then that Wednesday during the afternoon, their tone changed. They said, now we're going to let you go, but you're going to let you go with a very on your kali, which means like a stern warning that if you leave this country, you should never come back or we'll kill you. If you go to your country and say what we did to you, we'll find you and we'll kill you. And you should never come back. So they said, do you want to eat? I said, I don't want food. I didn't have an appetite. The other thing is that because every time I wanted to go to the bathroom, they'd actually go there and stand by me like they're inspecting my stool. So I didn't have any privacy. And the only time the handcuff came up is when I went to the bathroom. But it
is quite unfortunate that the Kenya government is silent on this issue. If such an issue had happened to a US citizen or an Israeli citizen, believe me not, they will have directly revenged. I'm always told that when you kill one Israelite, they come again and revenge and kill 30 of your people. Quite unfortunate that the Kenyan government is just silent on this issue, where Kenyans can be tortured, where Kenyans can face such humiliation in a foreign country who we claim that we are in the same jumuiya with, who we claim that we work cordially to improve the livelihoods of our people. When they illegally torture Kenyan citizens who have done no wrong being in their country, who have all the requisite documents to be in their country, but they go ahead, torture them, maim them, unfair incarceration without trial. That is an unfortunate set of affairs that the Kenyan government is just silent on this issue. I think it is high time that we as the Kenyan people now start taking such issues and handling them as the Kenyan people, because you can't tell me that a Kenyan can be incarcerated, be treated to such a bad ordeal, and the Kenyan government is just silent on it. That is unfortunate, and the Kenyan people, we should not allow it to happen. It is high time leaders bring this issue into order. If it means also making Tanzanians in Kenya go through same ordeal, it should be done. Straight away we move on to the Standard, whereby the main headline reads, Weston arm twist. The Standard goes ahead and writes, in a comic twist exposing the rot of public institutions, KCAA now seeks compensation, not restitution, from President Ruto's link to Weston Hotel over contested land. Despite earlier claims, the agency now signals the land grab is acceptable so long as payment is made. Justice, it seems, has a price Weston is willing to pay. Hey, You know, President William Samoei Ruto is the one who speaks day in, day out, nitakomesha ufisadi. Yet he himself grabbed land belonging to the Kenya Aviation Authority. Then now they are in private meetings that President William Ruto's Western Hotel is willing to settle the aviation land with money. That is an unfortunate state of affairs. If the aviation authority was willing to sell land to President William Samoei Ruto, they would have advertised it so that bidders from different walks of the Kenyan people come forward to express interest on that land. Not that the president grabs the land, then afterwards, since he has power, they come have a settlement unto the issue and the aviation authority be compensated monies belonging to that land. If the president who we expect to serve as a role model is involved in a land grabbing scheme, now who is safe in this country? The president who is supposed to serve as a unity of national unity, but he is involved in land grabbing syndicates. Some things in this country just take place are just but laughable and very, very, very saddening. If President William Samoei Ruto himself is being involved in land grabbing syndicates, now how is a common Kenyan going to be safe? If the president is the leader of all cartels. Sad state of affairs there. I think up to that, we don't have much onto our newspaper reviews. For this and many more, subscribe onto our YouTube channel at Lord Aboga TV. Remember to press the notification bell so that when we come up with this interesting political and governance content, YouTube will automatically notify you. Till next time, goodbye.